Gentlemen, welcome to 263 Sports News at W. And your host, Captain Dishomba, here is going to give you some football news updates. What is happening around the world, and some interesting news are coming from India. So, Lionel Messi went to India on a tour which was called the GOAT Tour. Right, you know that he's a god, all right? So he went to India to meet some fans. So the whole idea of the tour was to go in a stadium and meet some football fans, and it was a paid tour. So which means fans were paying to see Lionel Messi, not to see Lionel Messi playing, but just to see him walking inside the stadium. So this was a 4 hours tour, which Messi was going to go inside the stadium, interacting with football fans, maybe taking some photos, signing some football jersey, footballs. So that was the whole idea for this tour. But it was cut short after 20 minutes. So what happened is the moment he entered inside the stadium, he was surrounded by a lot of people, and football fans were not able to see where Lionel Messi was. So it was chaotic, and this angered a lot of fans because this was a paid tour whereby football fans were paying to go inside the stadium. Some fans were saying that they paid close up to 40, 50 US dollars, some even more than 100 US dollars just to go inside the stadium to see Lionel Messi. So it didn't go as planned, and a lot of fans were angry with this, and a lot of fans started throwing some missiles inside the stadium and invading the pitch, and it was chaotic. A 4 hour tour was cut short after 20 minutes because football fans were not happy. They were very, very angry with the organizers on how they were presenting Lionel Messi to him, because they were saying that they could not even see him because he was surrounded by the security and some celebrities. So it was not a good presentation. So this is what happened in India. But if I'm looking at it, I don't think this is something which I can say that it was good to go and see Lionel Messi just walking inside the stadium. Does this make sense to you? I don't think so. If it was me, I would prefer to see him playing. Maybe they were supposed to arrange a match whereby they were going to see him playing. Just maybe 90 minutes. Yes, 90 minutes you'll be able to satisfy yourself. Yeah, maybe you will not be able to interact with him, but playing football match against maybe one of the teams in India, it was going to be much better than to have Lionel Messi just going inside the stadium, walking. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. And this is the reason why football fans are very angry, and they vandalized a lot of property because of that. So what do you think, guys, about this about this case? So it's something which is making me laugh, because I don't think I can do that. As much as I love Lionel Messi, I cannot pay to see him. I can pay to watch him playing, not to just go and see him walking inside the stadium. All right. So these are some of the updates which I have for today, and also we have the English Premier League games which are going to be played today. Last night we saw Arsenal play. They played against Wolves. It was a tough game for Arsenal because the game plan for Wolves was to defend and defend and defend. But you cannot defend for 90 minutes. And this is the reason why you saw that the goals which were scored by Arsenal, they were very, very silly goals, especially the first goal. It was just a small mistake from the goalkeeper, because if you are defending, you are bound to make mistakes, especially if you are defending from the start, from the beginning. It's not going to it was not going to work for Wolves. So are we going to see Arsenal lifting the Premier League this season? From my side, I can say yes. Definitely, there's no any other team which is close to Arsenal right now. So let's have a look at the log table of the English Premier League and see how many points between Arsenal and Manchester City. So Manchester City is going to play against Crystal Palace today, and it's a very tough match for Manchester City. They've not been consistent in terms of playing and winning games as compared to Arsenal. That's why I'm believing that so far there's no competition for Arsenal. Manchester City, Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester United, all these teams, they are not going to give any pressure to Arsenal. And we see that Aston Villa also is on number 3 on the log table, but I don't think Aston Villa is a threat to Arsenal. So Arsenal is on 36 points, followed by Manchester City, which is on 31 points. And Manchester City is going to play tonight. And if they win, then they'll be on 34 points. That will be 2 points below Arsenal, and 2 point gap between Arsenal and Manchester City. And Chelsea won yesterday 2-0 against Everton, our inconsistent team. That's my team. I support Chelsea, but every time I see Chelsea playing, I'm always worried because I don't trust them. I don't trust how they play. They are not consistent. Sometimes they are playing very well. Sometimes they are playing very bad. So this is what is happening with Chelsea. And we have another game which is going to be played today, which is Sunderland versus Newcastle United. So these are the two teams which have been playing very well, especially Sunderland has been pulling some surprises. And also we have Nottingham Forest versus Tottenham, which is going to be a very interesting game because both teams, they don't seem to be consistent also. Sometimes Tottenham is unbelievable. Sometimes they just play like they don't know how to play football. And West Ham versus Aston Villa, like what I said, Aston Villa is playing very well this season. They are on number 3 right now on log table. Are they going to continue winning? Are they going to stop West Ham United? Is West Ham United going to play against? Are they going to win against Aston Villa? It's a very good game there. And the last match will be on. We have Brentford also. Brentford versus Leeds United. So Leeds United has been pulling some shockers, especially when they managed to beat Chelsea. Of course, poor Chelsea. And the last game will be on Monday Night Football, Manchester United versus Bournemouth. So this is going to be our entertainment for the whole week. If Manchester United lose against Bournemouth, we are going to be happy and we are going to enjoy the whole week because we'll have something to talk about. So make sure, if you're a Manchester United fan, you have to make sure that your team managed to win on Monday. Otherwise, we'll be laughing at you the whole week. All right. So these are some of the updates which we have here on 263 Sports News AW. And please don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel, 263 Sports News AW. We are on TikTok also. You can visit our TikTok, 263 Sports News AW, and you can go also on Facebook. We are on Facebook, 263 Sports News AW. So it's just one name across all these platforms. So if you have any suggestions, whatever you think that we can do much better here on this platform, you can let us know. You can share your comments in comment section. You are free to let us know what you think and which other news here you can let us you want us to cover. And we have the AFCON, which is coming up in the next few days, and we are going to give you all the updates of the AFCON games. We are giving you the group stages, which teams are in the groups. So if you go on our Facebook page or TikTok, you can see the updates on the groups. And there are some interesting news coming from different countries. We saw what happened in Cameroon. They fired the head coach because they omitted Andre Onana from the squad. Then the coach said, "I'm not going to go. You cannot fire me." So he reinstated, he recalled Onana, and there's a lot of drama going on, and we are going to see what's going to happen with these teams. So we are looking forward for the to see the AFCON going on, and it's going to be a very big disadvantage to some teams in the English Premier League, because some teams, they have more than four, more than five players who are going to represent their countries for the AFCON, and some teams, they don't have the like of Arsenal. Is going to be a big advantage for Arsenal, and especially with this notorious, I call it notorious, December Premier League schedule. There's a lot of games which are going to be played in December, and this makes the Premier League very tough in the month of December. All right, so thank you very much for coming in. For those who have been watching my live session, and I'm going to come back again next time. Thank you very much. See you next time.